What's going on, Aries? I hope you are doing very well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for mid to late January 2022. So you are definitely very welcome here in this space with me, Aries, as we go through the reading. Thanks a lot for dropping by and checking out the reading. I do really appreciate it. If you find that this resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I would also really appreciate that. So without further ado here, let's jump into your mid to late January energy here. So give me a second and I will pull the energy for you here, Aries. As always, I'd like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aries. Two more here, Aries, two more. All right, give me a second and we'll see what we got here for you, Aries. All right. All right, Aries, let's see what we got going on here for you. Looks pretty good. You know, I definitely like what I see so far. So in your opportunity slot for mid to late January this year, we have the King of Pentacles and also the High Priestess here for the opportunity. So definitely an opportunity to kind of like boss up in your career, right? Whatever you do for money, if you're a business owner or if you work somewhere, like there's an opportunity to make more money for mid to late January here. I definitely get good feelings about your finances. Like I feel like they're improving for Aries. You know, that's the feeling I've been getting, especially over the last few months for you guys. You also have this High Priestess here. So I think you're starting to have downloads about like why certain things unfolded the way they did in your past. You know, like everything that led you to the point where you are right now. I sense that maybe you guys aren't like at the end goal, but you've certainly like, I feel like you've got to this point where you've accomplished enough and you feel like you have a really good read on like, you know, some things you didn't understand before. Now, there also is this feeling for some of you in business, like there's something that you can do to really elevate your status or to like elevate, like push forward whatever you're doing to make more money or to just bring in more results for whatever you do. The final card for your opportunity is also the Three of Cups here. So this is kind of like a work hard, play hard energy. You know, I just get an overall kind of like a celebratory, like very fun energy with the King of Pentacles to the Three of Cups. So it looks like the opportunity for you guys is just to kind of like have fun and work on your social life and your career life here. We're going to have to clarify what this is all about, right? That High Priestess in your opportunity, but I like what I see so far. All right, then we move on to your challenges here, your challenge row for mid to late January here. And you have the Six of Wands and also the Seven of Swords here in the challenge here. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, there could be some people in your life that are not comfortable with your newfound like status as this King of Pentacles, right? It's almost like in some area of your life, like people view you as the King of Pentacles, like you're winning. And so I do feel intuitively like there's people who are not really so comfortable with that. Okay. And it's almost coming from like a really subconscious place. Could be why the High Priestess is here, because you need to figure out who's on your team and who's not, because whatever like victory that you guys have been having, even in a relationship, right? If that's going well too, there's people around you who don't really like it, I feel. Okay. You also have the Nine of Wands here as the last card here in your challenge. So this is like unfinished business, bringing the past into the present moment. So you guys are almost like riding this big wave of positive momentum, like positive energy. But as that starts to happen, you start to have like the blocks come up, right? And it's just, there's nothing you can really do besides just be there with them and like pay attention. Don't run away from the blocks. Okay. So the Nine of Wands here to the Six of Wands here, there's certainly going to be in your challenge, like this feeling like on one hand, you're very happy with where you are, but then there's going to be these things coming up. I hope that makes sense. So we're going to have to clarify to get a little bit more information on that in a second. I just feel like there's people around you who may not be so comfortable with what you got going on now, Aries, you know? And then in the advice position from your spirit guides, you have the Death card and the Chariot. Okay, so I feel like whatever there might be some relationships that you're letting go of now that you're kind of like bossing up with this King of Pentacles energy, right? Whatever it means to you, whatever you're being successful at, social life, career life. I feel like Spirit is advising you to just like cut this energy out of your life, right? This is like the past coming back to bite you, you know, some sort of like, just like some energy that you've had building for years that you just kind of have to clear out is what I'm getting. So the Death card there is to kind of eliminate that energy, Spirit is saying. Then you also have the Chariot. So this is like, don't let this energy like hold you back from pushing forward with that King of Pentacles, right? Spirit likes what you're doing, likes what you're doing with your money at the moment. I can feel it like in your career. So keep that going is what the Chariot says. Like you have freedom of movement at the moment. And then it's interesting, right? Under this 9 of Wands, you have the 9 of Swords here. So it seems like you guys are like purging some sort of like trauma. And Spirit definitely is wanting you, although it's a challenge to dive into this like shadow work, Spirit's definitely advising you to do it, right? Don't run from this because this is a negative energy around you that you're going to have to transmute. You know, it goes deeper than just people not wanting to see you win. There's like some sort of, it could be your own self-sabotage. Like as your life is starting to improve, you feel like all the blocks coming up, like I keep saying. So let's just go ahead and clarify a few of these cards, Aries. Okay, before we move on here. So first card that I want to clarify is this High Priestess in your opportunity slot. Okay, so why is this High Priestess here for Aries? Two more. Okay, the High Priestess is clarified by the postponement card. Okay, so there could be some sort of like deep, mysterious calling that is making itself aware to you. Okay, like there's something that you might have been postponing for a long time that you didn't really recognize that you were. So the High Priestess brings answers, like your intuition is heightened. So I get the feeling in your opportunity for mid to late January, not only is it to like increase your work and keep going good with that, good social life as well, but it's also to uncover whatever this like hidden passion that you have is. Because I think you guys are starting to get downloads right now in mid to late January, like about what it is. Then it's time to take action on it, right? You have this Chariot here and the advice from your spirit guides. So, you know, this is maybe, I'm just getting like picking up some old hobby or something like that for you guys. Okay, this also could be something that you've been planning to kind of like boost your business with, that you just forgot about. And it's like, oh my God, I have that plan. I forgot about it. Let's do it. So there's an opportunity to let go of postponement or procrastination when it comes to something that kind of comes to you out of nowhere. So be on the lookout for that, Aries, from mid to late January. So let's just move on here to your, to the challenge area for you for mid to late January. I'm going to clarify the 7 of Swords, right? That one sketchy card where I was saying people, you know, I got people from it, but let's get a little bit more information. Why is the 7 of Swords here in your challenge slot, Aries? Why is the 7 of Swords here for Aries? Okay, the 7 of Swords here is clarified by the morality card, guys. So this is your challenge. I feel like as well, like there's some sort of like moral social pressure on you as you start to ascend in your business. Like if this hasn't happened yet, guys, this is the opportunity for you in mid to late January for you to push forward in your career and get into a better place with it. But as you start to do that, and as you, like many of you already have, there's this issue of morality of somehow you viewing yourself as a bad person for being where you're at. Okay, this also indicates that the people who are judging you for pushing forward in some sort of bold way they perceive you potentially as a bad person, right? That's what morality is all about. It's like, what are your values? Good, bad, right, and wrong. So be prepared for that. The challenge is either you're viewing yourself this way, or, you know, this is something that someone's viewing you as. Now, on the cautionary side, you know, maybe this is a warning from spirit that, like, if you're going to do something that's kind of messed up, verge on the side of like doing something good. Like, don't abandon your morals here. That's just like a side note for some of you, but for the vast majority, this is like, it's not actually that you're bad. By the way, this is your challenge for you to realize, no, I'm not bad for pushing forward. This is just how people are viewing me. And I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to internalize it. So make sure that you don't do that. You know, separate other people's opinions and just look at the facts. Like, at the end of the day, if you know you're a good person, that's all that matters here. Okay, because you guys are super aware, right? You're watching these readings. So let's also just clarify the Six of Wands, because I feel like it has to do with it. Like, why is this here? Because usually the Six of Wands is an amazing energy, right? It's just like a victory, a public recognition, like really good, but it's in your challenge, right? So I do need to clarify that before we move on. Why is this Six of Wands here in your challenge? Okay. We had a very clear jumper pop right out of the deck. So the Six of Wands is clarified by the laziness card in your challenge. So I feel like there's going to be a temptation for a lot of you guys to rest on your laurels here, to kind of like rest back into what you've already built and not push forward. That's why the Chariot is here, because Spirit's saying, like, don't be lazy right now. You have a lot more to push forward. Like, although the Six of Wands is a victory, like, he's kind of marching like back into battle. So like, you still have more to go. Like, don't stop here, wherever you're at, especially in your career. You know, this is the opportunity. It's to push forward. So don't rest on your laurels is essentially what I'm getting from this, from Spirit, you know, because you might be pushed into this lazy energy because of the focus of the morality from yourself or from others focusing on you. Like, I just feel like this feeling, Aries, you might be driven into apathy. But I would say just be cautious of that, you know, at least be aware of that's what's happening here in your challenge. Okay. And maybe this is something that you've done already because you have the Nine of Wands. So maybe this is what is like keeps happening to you. Okay. So let's just move on to your advice, and let's just clarify this Death card, right? A little bit more information. Why is this Death card here for the advice for mid to late January? Let's see. Two more. Why is the Death card here? Okay, so the Death card is clarified by the moment to moment card. So this is some sort of like lethargic, kind of like apathetic energy that I'm talking about. This is a death to just floating and like kind of drifting through life. This is about being really decisive now. Okay, because you guys have earned this. Like, in some way, you've earned the right to be vibrating at the level of a King of Pentacles, or else this wouldn't have come out in your cards. So instead of just resting on that and just being moment to moment, okay, like, push forward, because remember that High Priestess to the postponement, I feel like a lot of you guys know what you have to do already to push forward, right? So don't just be aloof about this. Like, you need to be serious. You need to start focusing. Like, it's not the time to rest, I just get, is what Spirit's saying, right? That's why the Chariot's here too. So I would say, like, really use all your energy and channel it into something that you're passionate about, that you're building in your business, or whatever it is, whatever that comes to mind. And just make sure that for some reason you're not like internalizing these voices of these people, right? Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, you're a bad person. You have to get real and just say, you know, no one has the right to judge me. I have the right to be myself. That's like a mantra that I say, right? No one has the right to judge me. I have the right to be myself, and that's it. And if you do that, like, you'll be good. So it's just about eliminating the voices, pushing forward in your career. So this has been a really good reading, Aries. I hope you have a great mid to late January. And if you want more information on this situation, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find all the information on that in the description box of this video. Okay, that's the only place, by the way, that you can book with me. Anywhere else, Don't answer any Instagram messages. Like, this is the only place to book. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Either way, I'll talk to you next week. This is the Autistic Mystic. Peace.